Okay, first island is Ashen Reaches, right? I
All right.
say it's an F.
All right. And you wanna tell me why you think it's that?
Okay, cause it's in the Devil's Roar, and that's already given me PTSD. Just cause Devil's Roar is very annoying sometimes. And then I've looked at a map of it, and there's actually cannons on the west side, the northwest side, the northeast side, and the east side. So like you have to approach it from the bottom in order to not be shot by cannons. But there's no land at the bottom, just a huge mountain. You can't park there unless you want to swim all the way around.
And I feel like for the sake of like, because
So no
each
matter where you park,
Devil's Roar Island
you have to take
like
out like
has a
two
volcano.
cannons.
Like each Devil's Roar Island has a volcano. Like you're gonna have to like they're already gonna be pretty low on the tier list, but like I feel like there'd be like one or two exceptions. Just because
This
like
is by far the worst Ashen Reaches Island though.
yeah, by far the worst Ashen Reaches because there's
It's
only
the
one
Devil's
Ashen
Roar
Reaches.
Island. Sorry, it's the worst Devil's Roar Island, just because it's got 4 cannons, man. So, Cannon Cove.
Hmm.
I'd
All
say
right.
it's an A. What do you
If we're going from like S to F, I'd say A simply because not a cannon. It's a
think?
cool island, and most of the time your Order of Souls will spawn in the cave. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say that's an A tier.
it's
If
either the
Rob's here.
cave or the beach. And like, it doesn't have really anything special enough to give it S, but it's definitely like very nice. Like you go there and you're like, all right, fine, whatever. Okay, next is Crescent Isle.
Hmm. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like this island that much.
I think it'd be a C, cause that's what it's shaped like.
Even without like us putting it C tier for the meme of it, I'd say it's a B tier.
A B.
Yeah, I mean all the skeletons spawn at the very top, so you can't like that's almost always where they spawn for me. So I
They're
can never
either
get cannon.
always at the top or like the bottom part, like the south side, the south beach. You know.
Hmm?
Uh,
Like when I go to Crescent, I'm like, ew, I don't want to be here.
but it's not too painful for anything. Just it's just not that cool. It's not that good. I mean, yeah, everything's kind of spread out ish. There's not much to do there. It's a bit small, a bit boring. I think it's actually a C. Okay, we got Crook's Hollow.
Oh, I'm drawn on this.
Crook's Hollow. That's actually because it's a nice island as long as you don't park on the west side.
Exactly. Yeah. I
Yeah, since the cannons aren't completely what are you saying? Sorry.
I'm gonna say that like other than the annoying cannon, it's a cool island, and the skeletons almost always spawn like right in the entrance of the cave and the actual beach. And there's a bit of story there, so yeah, it's a cool island. I give it a B. B
B.
tier for me.
As long as you park by the waterfall or the north beach and not the west side with the cannon or the south side. The south side's not so bad. There's a cannon there, but it can't really reach you unless you're far away. Yeah, B sounds about right. This is such a weird process I have to do to transfer them. Okay, Devil's Ridge. That's the island. First off, it's got a cannon on the north side and on the west side. And since it's towards the bottom right of the map, you're almost always approaching it from the north or the west. So, like, there's like 50-50 chance you're going to be hit by a cannon on the way there.
I agree.
Once you park there, though, it's not so bad.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I found that even when I'm not at Devil's Ridge and I'm like, let's say for example, like going by it or like fighting a skeleton ship or megalodon or even a kraken, the island still shoots at me from a really far away place, and it really makes me upset. But like I think it's a cool island. I like going there, so I'll give it like a B tier.
I like doing riddles there. It's pretty nice. But, sometimes, uh, Order souls will spawn at the very top.
Oh,
And
that's dreadful.
I had
Means if you die, you have to cannon up there.
there was the mercenary voyage of the ancient isles, and it was only gold skeletons, like 6 waves of them at the very top. That was one of the most painful experiences of my life. I think it took me 2 hours to do that.
Ooh.
Like I did like 5 out of the 6 waves in just the first hour, and then it took me another hour just to kill one single captain. It would, I, I mean, it's a fine island, but that really makes me never want to go there. What do you think?
I'd give it, like I said, like cannons are annoying, and the freaking Order Souls can be too. But other than that, like I like the little area with the waterfall.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I think it's gonna
So
be like C.
C for you. All right, I agree with that.
Okay, next we got Discovery Ridge. It's the other ridge. This one's huge.
I I don't go here that much, not gonna lie, and when I do, I don't enjoy myself. I mean, I don't think there are cannons. I honestly don't know.
I don't think so. I think there's one. Well, I don't think it
Okay.
like ever shoots.
It's just like doing anything on this island. Like I'm fine with doing like normal like chests here, but just I just think that I haven't done Order of Souls there in a very
It's a
long
bit
time.
spread out.
But what I remember, it's always at the top of the large freaking mountain, and I don't like that island for some reason. Like I just have a grudge against
It
it.
feels a bit too spread out for me because it has that little tail on the west side, kind of like the
Mhm.
3 small islands. You know,
Exactly.
and those can be kind of annoying if you're doing chests, like running all the way there, or if you have a riddle and you're like on the east side and it says, okay, now if you go to the shipwreck on the northeast island, you're like, oh, I have to run over there. That's such a long way. It's nice looking though. I think it'd be probably a D. There's
I
no
give I
cannons.
I give it a D in my
There's no
opinion.
cannons. Yeah, probably a D. Even though it doesn't have cannons, it's just overall not too good. Oh, I can't. I'm stupid. There we go. Next. Oh, I'm extra stupid. Okay, we got Fetcher's Rest here.
Oh, Fetcher's Rest. Okay, I like the island.
Uh, I don't think there's any annoying cannons there. It's pretty big. Riddles can be kind of tough there because it's kind of hard to notice a couple things. It's not too bad though. You can sword charge across the water to get almost anywhere. But it's a bit out of the way, even by Devil's Roar standards. Like it's the farthest north, I think.
Fetcher's Rest. I'd give it C. C for
C.
me.
Yeah, makes I'd agree. We're gonna run out of space on this. Okay. Flintlock Peninsula right after.
B.
B.
Yep.
Why is it
Well, the
B?
thing is that like I think of Devil's Roar. I always compare Flintlock and Fetchers because I just think they're kind of like for some reason I just have this thing in my mind where I'm like they're basically the same island. But
It's Fidget Spinner Island.
yeah, and every time I go to Flintlock, I just like I like the island more. I like the
Yeah,
I like the fact that it's like three different islands. I would have loved if they put the volcano in the center. That would have been really
the
cool.
volcano is basically in the center.
Well, I mean, it's like on one of the. Oh, well, yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
sort of in the center, but not quite. But
not quite.
like I think it's a cool island. I gave it B
I
tier.
like it, and you can sword charge across it. You say B?
Yeah, B for
Sounds
me.
about right. If it didn't have the volcano, it'd probably maybe be an A. Kraken's Fall. What do you think?
I used to really hate this island. I don't know why. I think I just didn't like how just big it because I never, if I'm honest, I don't like any of the wilds. I mean, exceptions of course, but like I just think all of them are kind of annoying to go to.
Yeah,
But like I don't know, this one specifically, I think it's a lot cooler now to me. I don't know why. Maybe just because I go there a lot more. But I think it's a cool
you
island.
remember that one time we were being chased by like two brigantines, and we had Order of Souls here, and we just kind of revolved around it while you fought the skeletons, and I
Yeah,
made sure no one
good
boarded.
good
That was
time.
amazing. I love like you can hide your ship behind that island, and it is kind of painful to run around sometimes though. But as long as like the Order of Souls don't seem too annoying there though. I think it's I think it's all right. The riddles are pretty clear. Chests aren't too hard. Where would we put this?
I'd give it to me. I'd give Kraken's C. C.
C.
Yeah.
Feel like it might even be B.
That's what I was thinking, but I feel like
Cause
we've
you know
already done
there's
like
those two little in like bays of water that you can just sword charge across, and it saves so much time. Those are so nice.
hmm?
What do you think with that in mind?
I think that works.
B then?
Yeah.
Right. It's probably the biggest B island we have now. Okay, we got Lone Cove. What do you think of Lone Cove?
Lone Cove. Um Lone Cove. I think honestly, A. A tier. No
Yes.
cannons. It's a cool ass island.
Yes. I think pretty much
Dude, a lot of
every
story
area
there.
on this island is good. Like you could have Order of Souls on any part of the island and it'd be basically the same.
Huh?
Except maybe the cave is a bit different, but it's not bad. It's all good. It's not cancerous. Chests on the islands aren't too hard to find. Okay, you're gonna love this next island. Marauder's
Oh.
Arch.
D tier.
D.
No, no, F. F.
Wait,
Fuck that up.
there's also E, by the way.
Oh, we have an E tier? Put that in E then.
Yeah.
E.
Uh,
I don't really need to explain my choice. Top right of the map.
yeah, it's way out of the way. It's
There's a
probably the
half
most out of the way
fort
island.
on it.
It's got cannon. Like the entire east side is just cannons,
And
and then
also, if you like park in the little inlet, there's a cannon right on the ground that could just plaster you.
aren't there like two, like one on each side?
I think so.
Yeah, that's gotta be fun, huh? You park on the inside and you get so unlucky. There's two skeletons. Oof, dead. Imagine you approach it from the southeast side, and the like the entire east side is a fort, right?
Yeah.
That thing just as you approach the entire fortress there, it just shoots at you, and you go through the little archway. And you're like, oh, I'm safe now. And then the cannons on either side shoot you. No, that's no bueno. That's E. Or it's not as bad as Ashen Reaches though.
Oh, that's why I put it in E tier.
Yeah,
Nothing will come
it
close to
has
Ashen
pretty
Reaches.
bad cannons, but they're not as common as Ashen Reaches. Like most of the time, they're not active. So next is Mermaid's Hideaway.
Hmm.
It's got that
Honest,
one cannon that can sometimes be annoying if you park on the west beach.
overall, I think it's a cool island.
Yeah, overall, it's not too bad. I don't think it's an A though.
B. B, yeah.
B.
It's not an A.
It's pretty. I mean, it's a pretty looking island, and there's not much special to it though. I think it's got a little underground hideaway spot. It's not too big. It's just this little cavern. It's not even that big. It's just a small little pool. We got Old Faithful Isle here.
Old Faithful, huh? All right, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably the worst. One of my least favorite islands. Once it's in the wilds too, it's just unfun to navigate. But story kind of bumped it up to a D for me.
There's E too. Remember
Oh no, D,
D. I
D.
remember one of the first times I ever went there. I made the mistake of parking on like the east side, and the east side is basically a fort. So my ship sank like before I even got off the ship. I parked and there was a lot of skeletons on the cannons, and I died. That that wasn't very nice. And I used to go there all the time to get chickens, but now I realize, wow, I'm an idiot because it was like out of the way and it's huge, so it's like hard to find the chickens because they're all spread out. D feels bit generous.
Oh, you want to give it E
No,
then?
I think it's D. Yeah,
All right.
the story was nice. Okay, this one is the ancient Isles equivalent of Old Faithful Isle. It's Plunder Valley.
C because of story. That's the only reason I'm giving it C.
It's not as bad as Old Faithful.
No, it's not. No way.
Like it looks way nicer.
Okay.
It's easier to navigate.
Something we may be overlooking is like the triple cannon thing.
Oh yeah, which sides are on Canada? Oh yeah, there's like one there, there, there. The north side, you do not approach it from the north side if you
No, you
want to
don't.
live. And then the biggest beach is the west beach, right?
Yeah.
That's with the shipwreck, and it's got like two cannons on that beach. So like you want to park there because it's a nice beach, but then you do, and you sink. There's a shipwreck there. You know how I got there? Because of the cannons. But I mean, once you deal with that, it's not too bad. It can be pretty tough finding chests like X marks the spot chests there, just because it's so huge that the X's are like
Mhm.
you'll see an X, and it's the same size as any other X. So there's a huge area that it could be in, and you're not sure. That's just the problem with big islands.
Mhm.
Okay, next up in alphabetical order is Ruby's Fall.
All right. This island is really out of the way.
Yes.
It's got annoying cannons.
I
Does
mean,
it?
it's
Wait.
kind of in the middle if you're doing anything Devil's Roar-ish, though. So,
Mhm.
in the cannons are really just the west side. That is where you approach it from the most, though. It's
Yeah.
just one cannon. Sorry, I think it's one of the better Devil's Roar islands, or a
Yeah.
mid-tiered Devil's Roar island. It's not completely cancerous like Ashen Reaches, but there's better ones. Well, we already know that. Probably a D.
I'd say that's accurate.
Much more fun island here. Sailor's Bounty.
Hmm.
I like since this one is like tons of just tiny islands. If you're doing X marks the spot, you can just sword charge across basically the whole thing, which is really nice. There's no cannons. Order of Souls can be a bit annoying if it's like in the center, like inside the top level of the cave, you know. But overall, I think it's pretty good.
Hmm.
I feel like B,
Actually, I'd give it A tier for me.
A. The only things that have gotten A tier so far are Shores of Plenty.
Really?
Yeah, we got Cannon Cove, Lone Cove, Sailor's Bounty. Nothing else gets A because everything else is trash. Okay, time for the best island. It's Sharkbait Cove, right?
Hmm.
Sharkbait Cove gets a lot of nostalgia points cuz Hungering Deep,
Oh well, yeah, that goes without saying.
and really nice if you're doing an X marks the spot or really anything there. The entire place is filled with waterways that are just deep enough to sword charge through. If you do it right, it's pretty easy. So if you want to get across the island, you can do it pretty fast. If you like, it's like surfing. I like it.
All right.
I feel, and no cannons whatsoever. It's pretty good. Yeah. It just feels relaxing to be there. Like, no one's gonna go for you because you're pretty much out of the way, and it's just a chill place. I feel like
S.
no cannons, which is like the big thing, and fast travel, and it's just chill. Yeah. Oh, I know you got strong opinions about this one.
What we got?
Shipwreck Bay.
Do I really need to say what has to be said about this island?
Okay, so there's a bunch of rocks surrounding it.
Worst island in the game. Worst.
Worst though.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so there's rocks everywhere, so you can't approach it from 8 different directions. Well, unless you're going really slow. Like
So we're going
you
cannons.
have to
So if
slow
you slow
down to
down,
park
you
on
get
it.
fucking blasted.
And then if you park on the north side, there's 2 cannons that say, "Hey, go away. We don't want you here." Like the island does not like the island itself does not want you to go there.
It doesn't.
The only like place that you could park is like the south side with the shipwreck, but that place is really clustered with rocks, so you can't like you have to turn around to get out. You can't just like sail past. You can't like parallel park there. Like that doesn't happen. I feel like it's not quite F though. E.
Why would you not get an F? It's on level with Ash, indeed.
Okay, you're right. Or not. Just it doesn't seem so bad once you actually get parked. Ashen reaches even once you're parked, it still keeps trying to kill you. I feel like E.5. We got Smuggler's Bay here.
Bit drawn about this island, to be honest.
It's very nice. It's one of the most beautiful islands, for sure. But you want to park like it's begging you to park in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a cannon. It's a trap. It's like a siren's call. It's like, oh, I wanna go. I have to go there. No, you die if you go there. I mean, you can get rid of the cannon, but if you're a solo slooper, there's a good chance that your ship's gonna sink while you're going out to destroy that cannon, or like as you're coming back. But besides that, it's pretty good. Although X marks the spot there can be really frustrating. Because there's like no landmarks at all. Just like the entire mountain part looks pretty much all the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't tell if that tree or that tree, like you can't tell. You can't really use trees much because there's just 1,000 trees. They don't work as a landmark. In rocks, there's 1,000 rocks. You can't use those to tell where you are. And even like the little beaches on the back, there's like 2 of those, 2 or 3, and you can't really use those to figure out where you are either. It's very annoying. In riddles stuff, the riddles can be just ridiculous. You're looking everywhere for like I don't even know, but like it'll say like find the stony grave, and you find a grave like a dead guy on a rock, but he's not the stony grave. Instead, it's a grave with a bunch of stones around it. You're like, oh, well that makes. Oh, I wish I found that an hour ago.
That's my issue with it.
Can
I'd
be,
give it.
I don't know.
C.
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 I feel like maybe like B.5.
I mean, yeah, there's no cannons. It's just
One.
out of the way, kind of.
Well, there is
Well, it's not
one.
as out of the way as sailors, though.
There is one cannon.
Oh, yeah, there is one cannon.
That one really messes up your day sometimes. It looks nice. It's great for wallpapers, but I feel like that's almost it. Yeah. It's nice, but you don't want to be there. Okay, Snake Island. What do you think? I think cannons on this one in the middle. Like the middle island to the north side, there are two cannons, like pointing like one slightly pointing west, one slightly pointing east. So you just cannot approach it from the north side right there. Or it says, "Hey, go die in the hole." But besides that, it's pretty chill, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like B. This one doesn't need too much consideration, I feel.
Not really.
B. Crooked masts.
um, Crooked masts. I like this island.
Yeah, I go there a lot. There's no annoying cannons. Whenever I'm doing merchant like animal runs or when I did them, I haven't done those since like July last year. But when I did them, I would always go to Crooked Mess to pick up pigs or snakes every time, and they're
Thought it
pretty
was
or not pigs or
chickens,
chickens and snakes.
not
Sorry,
pigs. God, you're offending
I'm
everybody.
sorry. Uh, they're pretty condensed. They're like you don't have to look around for them much. The riddles aren't too hard, although like sometimes you get stuck. But that's just riddles in general. It's pretty condensed. Like there's no running around crazy for everything. Like
No.
it's pretty nice. I feel like A.
Okay. A tier. That
It'd
works for
be
me.
the first wilds thing to get above B. This is the Devil's Thirst.
Okay. It's not as bad as Ashen to me, but nonetheless, it's still not a fun island.
It's not as bad as Ashen Reaches, but when you have like I know there's a cannon on the west side, and then whenever you have an Order of Souls there, like the Order of Souls, that's one of the determining factors of these. Okay, so every time there's an Order of Souls, it's like up the little hill in the middle, like at the top of it, and you have to run up past a bunch of rocks, and then there's gold skeletons waiting for you with pistols, and they just all unload on you. Then you have to run up there every single time. It's just so annoying. Like that in itself just gives it a D. But then you consider the really aggressive cannon on the west. It's always there. In that it's a Devil's Roar thing. I feel like it's an E.
E. All right.
Okay, the Sunken Grove.
Sunken Grove.
Snakes and pigs, no cannons. Between Daggertooth and Galleon's Grave.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, not. I don't mind it too much either. It doesn't feel too special though. Sometimes
Yeah.
Order of Souls can be kind of annoying in the center. Not too much though. I kind of just forget this island exists sometimes. I used to use it all the time for pigs and snakes. This
Yeah.
was the pigs and snakes one. It's not annoying, but I don't think it's a good one either. A C?
C. Yeah. C sounds accurate.
C for Sea of Thieves. We've run out of space on C, by the way.
Oh, I know we have.
Okay. Okay. Thieves Haven.
Uh. S.
S. I
That's
feel
cool
like
island.
it looks really nice.
Nice.
And it doesn't bother me. The cannons do not bother me at all. Like they're very nice. They are kind of placed like the south one doesn't bother because you never pass by the south side of Thieves Haven. There is one on the inside, but that one is pretty rare to actually be effective. It looks pretty nice. it's pretty chill there. Doing merchant things and looking for pigs and chickens there. That's pretty good. Like that's an ideal day on the Sea of Thieves. Wanderer's Refuge.
All right, Wanderer's Refuge. Huh? I mean, I'd say B at the very least. It's, I mean, it has cannons. They're kind of annoying, but I think the island's cool.
Oh yeah, and it has that laboratory too.
Yeah.
It's a nice island. Riddles can be a bit frustrating sometimes, but that's like a little bit more than normal riddles. X marks the spots can be really annoying though,
Yeah.
but it's not so bad. But we don't have space on B, so I guess it just has to be D because there's no space on C either.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely not S or A. It's got a cannon on the north side, and then I think one on the south side, like north pointing west, one on the south pointing east, something like that, or something like that. The cannons really don't matter much though.
Not really.
I only ever get shot by it as I'm leaving or passing by, but I don't really like being there too much.
I don't either.
Like C, I guess, but there's no space
Yeah,
on C.
that sounds right.
I'll just squish it in. So that's our list. I can't really change the things much, but we can go over it again. Okay, so let's go over it again. We got Sharkbait Cove at S. Thieves Haven is also S. Then for A, we got Cannon Cove, Lone Cove, Sailor's Bounty, and Crooked Masts. Then for B, we got Crook's Hollow, Flintlock Peninsula, Kraken's Fall, Mermaid's Hideaway, and Snake Island. Then for C, we got Crescent Isle, Devil's Ridge, Fetcher's Rest, Plunder Valley, Smuggler's Bay, Sunken Grove, and Wanderer's Refuge. Then D is Devil's Ridge, or sorry, Discovery Ridge. Devil's Ridge was somewhere else. I don't remember. Discovery Ridge is D. Also Old Faithful and Ruby's Fall. For E, we got Marauder's Arch. And then Shipwreck Bay is half in here, half F. Then Devil's Thirst is here too. Then F is Ashen Reaches in half Shipwreck Bay. Wait a minute. No, oh yeah, I was gonna say, where's Isle of Last Words? It's not really a whole. I put that in the islet category with
That
small
works.
islands.
Yeah, it's small.
Yeah, it's one of the more interesting ones. So this is I'm gonna save this now. I'll save it in a second. I feel like this is a pretty good list.
I'd say it's accurate for the most part.
Yeah, okay, it's pretty good. The end.